Going to Get Stupid podcast. Don't need to know because I'm on the subscription. Subscription, baby. Subscription. 100 enter.
Hey, I just got a notification that It's Going to Get Stupid just went live. Man, we really need a producer.
Yeah? Why is that?
Well, because we should be able to start the live stream and then just go, right?
But now you have to send all this
I
stuff
gotta
out.
do all those stupid things.
Do you want me to do some of it?
No, it's fine.
Every time I try, I fail, but I will definitely try again because I'm a team. Here, I'll put it. Look, I'm doing it. I'm going to Facebook right now.
I'm already typing in here.
Hey, don't need to yell at me, man. Gosh, I'm trying to help.
What's the phone number?
That's a good question. Don't go.
281-698-7538.
281-698-7538. Is that helpful? Hello, chat. Top chat. Live chat. Top chat. What does that even mean? Oh, some messages such as potential spam may not be visible. Why did they besmirch the name of spam by making all superfluous correspondence spam?
Honestly, I don't know.
What does spam stand for? Special ham?
I don't know, honestly. You should look it up.
Spiced ham? Special processed American meat. No freaking way. That is not really what it means. There's no way that's what it means.
That's totally what it means.
The name spam was derived from a contraction of spiced ham. So originally, it was spiced ham. The original variety of spam is still available today, acknowledged as the spice hammiest of them all.
Spiced hammiest
Yeah.
of them all. That's
During
quite
World War
disturbing.
II and beyond, the meat colloquial became known in the UK as an acronym that stood for Special Processed American Meat. That's awesome. Spiced ham. Since the internet told me, it's the truth.
Oh, dang it. Did I put a typo in there?
Probably.
Oh, that was loud.
That was terrible. Let's see how it looks on the screen. That cup is so white
What are you talking about?
in the video. That
What
cup,
cup?
the mom cup right there.
Oh. I was like, what are you talking about, good sir?
Okay, you can still see me. And there's less of the white background. There's just like the edges. Get rid of this white. Can't have any white cups around here. Let me know when you're ready. I like how our setups are totally different. Like, if you look at the video, it looks
I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this.
it just looks insane. Like, mine's all low and weird, and yours is all up in the air.
What was that?
That was I got tagged in a post, and it went beep.
Oh. That was me tagging you.
Yeah, I got to turn this thing off. Excuse me.
Fantastic. I'm so glad that was on the live stream. Get it together.
You don't have to change anything. I wasn't
No,
making
it was a really weird angle. Oh, I think this mic stand is dead.
What do you mean dead?
It's starting to lose its grip.
That's what she said.
Oh my god.
You walked right.
You know, this is
into
why
the-
we can never run for politics, right? I
don't-
mean, amongst other like terrible policy, but like this is probably
like that I would make bad decisions.
yeah.
Because I would make bad decisions.
Okay.
Make terrible
can
decisions.
you- What does it sound like on the live stream? Okay, sounds good. I'm happy with that.
That's gonna repeat. It's funny. We're gonna be quiet and it's gonna talk, and it's just gonna keep going forever, right? That's how it works.
Forever.
Okay,
Not
push-
forever.
Push it a little closer.
Okay. This is weird. I'm not wearing a black shirt.
Because this mic's in front of my face. Oh, we're wearing difference maker shirts.
Yeah, we are.
Should I do that? I just want to see what this looks like when I. Just gotta wait. You gotta wait, everybody. Gotta see what this looks like. The optics on this. Okay, it looks much better.
Hello, chat room.
Like all in the frame now. Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Hi, and welcome to It's Going to Get Stupid. My name's Jose,
I'm Richard.
and this is your favorite pop culture podcast. Forgot that part, but it's okay. Don't worry about it. We'll edit it in post.
You should already know that.
I know. Oh, they should know.
That
I
they
thought
should
you were
know
yelling
that.
at me. I was like, I know,
am
I'm
yelling
sorry.
at you,
Anyway.
but they should already know that.
Okay, everybody. First off, we want to start off with, man, hey, look, there's a way to get a hold of us. It is, it's going to get stupid at gmail.com.
You can find us on Twitter at IGTGS Show.
You can do something on Facebook, facebook.com/it's going to get stupid.
You can also do something on Instagram, owned by Facebook, at It's Going to Get Stupid.
YouTube is not owned by Instagram or Facebook. It's owned by Google. But anyway, that was neither here nor there.
So is everybody.
If you type into your Google search, you'll that too. If you type in your YouTube search, It's Going to Get Stupid podcast. You can watch us live on Sundays after 2 normally when we're recording, or you can watch pre-recorded shows. You get a little bit behind the scenes stuff too of us like checking our phones and moving our mics around and all the excitingness of a podcast.
You can find us. You can also find us on Twitch at It's Gonna Get Stupid. Eventually, we're gonna
Can you
live
though?
stream. I mean, it's connected on my Xbox now,
Gotcha.
and so you can watch
So
me.
eventually-
You can watch me die really quickly on.
Have
Apex.
you started streaming stuff?
No, not
You
yet.
should just start it next tonight.
Okay,
Tonight. We'll do
tonight.
it.
Yeah.
Doing it live. Also, you can go to our website, www.itsgoingtogetstupid.com. Check out some of the past episodes there.
And lastly, you can call us at 281-698-7538. We have tested the connection. It is working. The live stream won't be able to hear you, but we will put your audio back into the actual podcast.
Do I
That
have to
was
make
weird.
Do I have to make
That
these
was
little-
weird.
It's
You don't
weird.
have to do that.
Like I'm an airplane.
You don't have to do that.
Like I'm a stewardess. The exits are over here. I'm sorry. That was politically incorrect. Steward. Anyway. So today we're talking about, we've just talked about being on Twitch, playing video games. So I convinced Rick to get an Xbox One.
You really did.
Convinced, like manipulated.
Yeah,
There's a whole
you
bunch
did.
of cajoling going on. Any other
What's
words?
hilarious is he convinced me to get an Xbox One, and the week I bought an Xbox One, he bought a PS4.
But I haven't played it. I haven't played it.
Have you not?
I've not turned it on since I beat Detroit. I beat Detroit and I was like, okay, cool. I have other games for it,
Yeah.
but I'm just like, I'm playing Apex. I don't
Yeah.
want to play anything else. So I'm waiting for Spider-Man to come down, and I'm gonna buy Spider-Man,
thought
and
you
then I'm gonna
already
play
bought it.
Spider-Man. No, I should have bought it, but anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
So we've been playing Apex a lot,
Yeah.
and before that, we were playing. I don't know if y'all remember, any of y'all diehard fans. Can you remember? No, that's stupid. We were playing PUBG on our phones, PUBG
Yes.
Mobile.
Which, if you didn't know, is a lot easier than it is playing on a console.
Yeah,
Like,
like
significantly
10 times easier. Like we would win like
Yeah.
pretty consistently when we
Yeah,
play
yeah.
together on the mobile, but not on the Xbox. We suck. Rick's
Yeah.
probably better now. He's been practicing. I'm just trash on it.
No, it's hard.
It's
like,
really difficult.
The game mechanics are completely
Yeah.
different.
So it got me thinking, since we've been playing a lot of Apex Legends, which is one of these battle royale games, if you've never heard of it before, like the history of battle royale, and then also like a couple weeks ago, Fortnite. Well, for this anyway, this doesn't matter. A couple weeks ago, Fortnite. What do you call it? The World Cup happened.
Yeah.
It's so hard. It happened last week, but this isn't going to come out for 2 weeks. It doesn't matter. Recently, that's what I should just said.
Yeah,
That's
recently.
how they do it on the news, right?
Yeah.
Man, God, they're so good. recently, Fortnite World Cup happened, where the top, like the solo champion, made technically $1.5 million. He made $3 million in prize money, but the government took half, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But still, $1.5 million. He's 16 years old.
That's nuts.
That's nuts.
Crazy.
So, I mean, there's a little esport component to what we're going to talk about today.
Yeah.
But I kind of wanted to talk about like the history of battle royale games, because I remember. I mean, there's other old history stuff, but when this started coming out, there was a game called DayZ.
I've never even heard of that.
Okay, so there's this game called Arma 2. Okay, and it's a military, like it's a Call of Duty esque-ish, but not really, kind of game where you picked up weapons, and
sure.
It's similar to PUBG. Think about PUBG, okay?
Yeah.
So they made a mod called DayZ, which was like zombies. Okay. Then they made a battle royale mod for DayZ.
Yeah.
Where it was just 100 people thrown on the map, and you had to find weapons and shoot, and you had to heal yourself and do all that similar mechanics we play today. Well, then a game called H1Z1 came out, and that was another one they had, which is a battle royale game. Because H1Z1 is a zombie game, but they made a battle royale version, a mod for it. Then, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds games, so PUBG. And that one exploded. Like all the other games, like people would play them and it was fun. But when PUBG came out, it exploded. Yeah. And it was like, it was making money. Yeah. And remember, the interesting thing about these games, including Fortnite, is they're not finished games.
They're completely unfinished games. Yeah. They're perpetually in beta. And they're either free or really cheap.
Yes. So eventually they did release PUBG and H1Z1 under a cost, but it was for a beta. You're paying for the beta. You're paying $20 for the beta game because they realized they could make money on it. Minecraft had a similar strategy.
Right.
So what happened when PUBG got so big and made a lot of money and got so much publicity is Epic Games released Fortnite. So this was in 2017, I want to say. So originally 2013 is when that DayZ model came out.
Okay.
So 4 years later, Fortnite.
Are you saying DayZ
or
Daisy?
Not Daisy, like Daisy
like
Dukes.
The flower.
Like Day.
Well, I was thinking about the flower.
I'm thinking about Daisy Dukes. And what? DayZ, like it's a day to day. Anyway, that's stupid. Day to day.
It's a day to day.
So Fortnite came out. And the only difference between Fortnite and PUBG at the time were
one is good and one is terrible.
The colorful graphics.
Yeah.
It was like very cartoony.
Yeah.
And you could build stuff.
Yeah.
That was never something that was done before. And I hate Fortnite.
I do too.
I'm not. It's not because like it's a kid's game. I'm just not good at it.
No, we're old.
I'm just trash at the game.
We're old and we're terrible at it.
And so eventually, I mean, other games came out and stuff, and then finally, so who was it? They're EA now, but they have a studio called Respawn.
Yep.
Who some of the Bungie heads came from it. I think maybe Call of Duty. I want to say it was the Call of Duty guys or Treyarch guys came and formed Respawn Entertainment. And they made Titanfall.
Okay.
And so Apex Legends is part of the Titanfall universe.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So interesting stuff. So, but even go before this, the way that these games got started was obviously because of one popular thing. Do you know what that popular media is,
What
Rick?
is that popular
You
thing?
sure you don't know what that popular media
is?
You don't know what it is at all?
Is it phones?
No, it's another part of media. It's a famous movie. How about that? I'll give you that.
Oh, Battle Royale. No, what was it called?
It actually was. I mean, no, it's called oh crud, man. I can't remember what it is.
I mean, there's the Hunger Games.
So I was gonna say Hunger Games.
Yeah.
It didn't get popular because of that movie.
Battle Royale.
I think it's Battle Royale, which is where these names come from.
Yeah.
But the Hunger Games, because the Hunger Games was a kind of remake of Battle Royale. So if you've never heard of Battle Royale, it's an awesome movie where they drop 100 kids. They're middle school age kids. I think it's one a Korean film. I'm not mistaken. Might be.
Koreans make crazy films. I'm just saying.
They drop all these kids on an island.
Yeah.
And they give them a bunch of weapons everywhere, and basically you have to be the last man standing. So that's what these battle royale games are all. Same thing like the Hunger Games. So the Hunger Games is you pit a bunch of kids in there. Some of them could be teams, so not. But for all intents and purposes, all these games are you are usually a single person.
Yep.
Fighting against 99 other people, and
Yep.
you want to be the last person standing.
And the environment changes.
Yes.
During gameplay. So in most of these, like PUBG, Fortnite, Apex Legends, you start off on one area where you have kind of full reign of it, and then they have a ring mechanism that closes to bring you in closer to each other throughout the gameplay.
Yeah, it's usually the ring or the storm or whatever the heck it is called, and you basically lose. Whatever, man, and you lose health as you're outside of the storm or the ring, and so it kind of draws you in closer together, close proximity, and to your last person. The thing I like about Apex is that it's never a single player. It's always a 3-person team unless people drop out. Yeah. But it's always teams of 3, and there's no building. Because building is stupid.
Building is stupid. I'm sorry. Fortnite is terrible. I'm looking at you, the audience. 2 of you. I don't even know who the other person is. Fortnite is terrible. It is a terrible game. I tried playing it recently. I'm not good at Apex Legends. Like, I'm not whatsoever. No, I'm not good at it. It's okay.
So when I watch Rick play this game, because like I'll die, and I can spectate him. And usually I die first. Honestly, I die first most times. There was one instance where like I ran into this guy was like who's an enclosed little rocky outcropping. I shot the guy a couple of times, but he killed me. And then Rick ran in backwards and couldn't, because he was trying to hide from somebody else. And I said, "Hey, the guy's behind you." And he turned around and died. And he's like, "There's only a rock right there." I was like, the guy was crouching.
You know what it reminds me of? There's that scene in the office when Jim moves to the Scranton branch.
Yes.
And as a team building, they all play like Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
Like the original Call of Duty, like on a local area on a land as a land party. And there's this part where Rashida Jones's character, it has Jim Halpert's character or John Krasinski's character in her sights. And he's just constantly running into the wall before she shoots him. That's what I feel like.
Or he's running around with a grenade.
Yeah,
like
that's what I feel like I'm doing in Apex.
But you got some kills. You're doing better.
I'm doing better.
See, the thing about these games is they take practice, a lot of practice, which is why, you talk about the esports component, which is crazy to me. So Fortnite has become so big and so huge that there are Fortnite coaches. Yeah. Right? And I think we talked about this in the esports
There's
episode.
also Apex coaches.
There are Apex coaches, but they're not as prevalent. You know what I mean? Like you can't win $3 million on Apex. You know what I mean? Yeah. So not only do you have like Twitch streamers now, a lot of them. Fortnite's the number 1 game most of the time that gets played, that gets watched. Then you have people like Ninja, who's a Fortnite celebrity.
Sure.
Even though he's not that good. Whatever. What do you have a problem with Ninja?
No, I like the
Do
celebrity.
you not even know who Ninja is?
I know who he is, but like the whole celebrity aspect, like you called him a Fortnite celebrity.
He's a Fortnite celebrity.
Like it's weird. Like,
why is it weird?
I don't know.
What's weird about it though?
I don't know, because I was actually thinking in my head like it's worth making the argument that like when our kids watch like a ton of like Twitch or like just people playing video games, like I used to have an issue with it. Right. And I don't know if we've talked about this on the podcast.
Maybe.
I used to have an issue with it. But honestly, like if you really think about it, it's just like watching sports.
100%. I've actually had this conversation many times through work.
It's 100% like watching sports. The only thing is the people who are talking down to the kids watching Twitch and watching other people play video games don't play video games.
And they don't understand
it. But it's really just like watching sports.
It's 100%. It's the same thing.
Yeah. It has the same, like, it does the same thing to your brain where, like, it triggers a memory of you playing that or aspiring to be that person playing that well. It's just instead of throwing a ball around, you're using a controller.
Or just enjoy, like, okay, so what people, because I've had this, because a lot of my friends watch sports.
So I'm calling myself a hypocrite for saying, like, making comments about him being a Fortnite celebrity when my argument basically...
Like if I had said something about Tom Brady, you wouldn't be like, "Oh, Tom Brady's not a football celebrity," but he is.
He
right?
is.
I mean, he's a celebrity.
That is the sport that he plays.
Yeah.
That's what he's skilled at.
But the reason that the thing I don't mind about sports celebrities or anybody that has a skill that becomes a celebrity, acting is a little different because there are some people who are celebrities that aren't good actors.
Correct, because they ended up on a reality TV show. Whatever
Whatever the case may be, they look good. They have good genes. They can't act.
Yeah.
So just because they're a celebrity, Kim Kardashian, doesn't mean that you.
Or even Scott Speedman. Quit trying to make Scott Speedman happen.
Are they still trying to make Scott
I think
Speedman
so.
happen?
Just like Jai Courtney.
Oh yeah, Jack Courtney.
Yeah.
He's not good.
Don't.
Anyway.
Don't.
So, but you have athletes who they're good.
Yeah.
Like Tom Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time.
Yeah.
Okay, he deserves his celebrity. Ninja, he's not the best player in the world, but at one point he was aspiring to be, and he's really good. And if you watch some of these people play these games, it's insane, especially Fortnite, right? Because Fortnite, the building aspect
There's
of
a
it,
lot of stuff going on.
you have to I've seen them just build a tower
Yeah.
in like seconds, and I'm still fumbling with what button to push, and like I'm trying to cycle through because you can build like 4 different things, and I'm trying to cycle through. Like, okay, how do I build this? Okay, let me get to it. Oh, I passed it. How do I go? And I don't even go back. I don't even think to go back.
Yeah.
And they're playing on a computer most of the time. That's faster. But I've seen people play on console, and they're just as fast. And
Yeah.
they build towers, and they build stuff out of the way, and they're making stuff go away and flying, doing all this crazy stuff, and then their aim's on point. So that takes a lot of skill, right? It may not be the same athleticism as being able to throw, a 40-yard pass or a 50-yard
Yeah.
pass, but it still does take skill. And to watch these people play and compete against people with the same skill and win is the exact same thing as watching somebody, play a football game. There's no difference.
Yeah.
I can't do what they're doing. I can't play football, but I watch people play football, and it's
Yeah.
exciting. It's the same thing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So yeah, I'm calling myself a hypocrite.
Yeah, that's
With
okay.
that.
Well, but I mean, people have looked down on video games.
Yeah.
Period. Like, there's a stigma about video games in general.
Yeah.
Especially shooting games.
Yeah.
But I tend to think that anything you do, if you watched football all day, it would be just as bad as
Yeah.
playing video
You
games.
can be a
all the time.
negligent parent
Yeah.
or anything.
With anything.
Yeah.
Right? I just happen to play for a couple hours, maybe an hour or two. But it's fun. So I really like these games. I don't know why these games have gotten so much. Like, what do you think is that people like about these battle royale games?
There's very little buy-in. Like you can really hop into them pretty
Mhm.
easily. You're not worried about the story or anything like that. And it's not like I don't like Black Ops and
Blops.
I don't like those games. The mechanics on those games feels weird to me.
Okay.
Like it feels like the characters are just sliding around the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like there's a game mechanic thing that for whatever reason Apex and PUBG like it feels okay to play on it, but they're usually pretty quick. You can get into them. Like the longest
And die instantly.
yeah. The longest a PUBG round has ever lasted was like 40 minutes.
Yeah, and that was pretty long.
And-
That's normally it's not that long.
And that was because, you get all the way to the end of it, but then you're done, right?
Yeah.
Like you can play that round and you're done. You're not having to worry about anything. It's also, it's random every time, right? Like you start off with nothing.
And you got to find, right?
And you have to find something.
I think part of the looting aspect of it, trying to find the right weapon, trying to get your kit together,
Yeah.
and trying to get everything ready. And interesting enough, the whole thing about okay, now we're ready. I
Yeah.
have the weapons that I want. I have the ammo. I have the
Yeah.
shield. I have everything. And then you're gonna get into a firefight, and then
die
you
in
could
5
die instantly.
seconds.
It doesn't matter
Yeah.
how good you are.
Whereas like Black Ops and those games, you're choosing your loadout.
you're choosing
Right?
a load
Like,
ahead
you're choosing
of time.
your loadout, and so you kind of know what you're going into. And if you choose the wrong loadout, like that's your own mistake.
Yeah.
Right. And you can't do anything else about
Well,
it.
you can't change.
You can't change.
Like I've literally in the middle of a firefight, I've
Yeah.
switched. I've gotten somebody else's weapon.
Yeah.
Or gotten another weapon on the map,
Yeah.
things like that. So you can do that in Black Ops a little bit too. You can grab their weapon, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
There is something to say about the looting and the different skills that people have. Like, so Fortnite doesn't have that, but in Apex, another thing I like about it is they have, because it's kind of like Overwatch-ish,
Yeah.
a little bit, where you have different abilities.
And that is the other thing too is for PUBG and for Apex, both of them are free.
Yeah.
Like I had to have a console to get to download them on, but they're relying on the loot mechanic in order to kind of fund the advancement of the game. So people do spend money on buying upgrades and buying different skins.
I spent $0 on Apex.
And instead of earning points, like they'll go through and start buying different skins for your characters. I don't care about what my character looks like, so
I do kinda wanna
I'll
buy
just.
some of them skins,
I mean,
though.
some of them look pretty cool. Not worth spending my own money for it. So I think it's cool that these game developers are releasing these games for free. I think it's a really good introduction into it's very little buy-in with time or with resources.
Well, a little birdie told me, one, I know that Fortnite makes a lot of money, but EA has made a ton of money off of Apex Legends.
Oh, sure.
More than most of the other games. And they make Madden and they make all these other games, but it's not, you don't have to produce any discs.
Yeah. You don't.
No packaging, very little marketing, honestly. It's very easy to and it's not just okay. So if you think about it, I buy a $60 game.
Yep.
Okay? I've already paid my $60 for the game. Maybe I dump a little bit. Maybe I dump $20 more in that game.
Yeah.
Maybe, probably not. I mean, I don't even like spending more for maps or anything else. So maybe I just play the maps that are there.
Yeah.
But I play my $60 and I move on. Or maybe I just play the game once and I'm done and I didn't like it too much. I move on, right?
Yeah.
Here, well, okay, it's only $10 to buy the battle pass. Okay, I'm gonna buy the battle pass.
Yep.
Oh man, if I just spend another $10, I can get this much money in in-game currency, so I can buy the new outfits they just released.
Yep.
And then a year later, you've spent $150 over time. Not really, even if you just spend $10 a month, that's $120 you just spent on this game.
Well, I mean, it's the same thing with like Mortal Kombat. Like, I really want to buy MK11. Like that was one of the first things I wanted to buy after getting my Xbox. Right. If I were to buy it today and get all the combat packs that have come out, it's easily $100.
Yeah, easily.
And that's too much. Like, it's too much for me, who's just a casual gamer.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So being able to hop in for free and just see if I actually like the game and want to invest in it.
And then if I want to put some money on it, I could.
Yeah.
Right. And you choose your level of involvement. Whereas if I'm dropping $60 on a game, I'm going to play that game. That's all I'm going to play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to do anything else. I'm just going to, because I want to get my money's worth.
Yeah.
Also, I don't buy games for $60
Yeah.
ever. I don't remember the last time I bought. I just told you I'm waiting for Spider-Man to come down before I even buy that game.
There's only one franchise of games that I buy on day one, and that's the Star Wars games, but non-Battlefront. So I like the story-based ones.
Oh, like when they're
like
coming
Force
out.
Unleashed.
Like you already freaking pre-ordered.
So like I bought Force Unleashed. I bought the very first Force Unleashed used, but I bought the collector's edition. I bought the collector's edition of Force Unleashed 2 on day one, and then I just pre-ordered the Fallen Order. Fallen Order. So I'll get that on day one.
Is that like going to be
out.
co-op online? Is that going to be anything? Know. You don't even care. You're just like,
care.
whatever.
It looks cool.
But you don't like Battlefront?
It's okay.
It's all right.
It's okay. There's too much going. It's the loadout thing.
Yeah.
Like you load out into a character, and that's it.
Story.
You're stuck in it, right? I will say where Apex has shined is the graphics.
Yeah.
Like the graphics for Apex look like you're paying for a top tier game, whereas PUBG suffers a little bit.
You can tell it's like a little.
You can definitely
Fortnite,
tell.
it's goofy
and Fortnite,
cartoony.
Fortnite, I think, uses the cartoony aspect as a crutch to not have to focus on the graphics. Like, you just throw in a bunch of different skins, make someone look like a unicorn, and you're good to go, right? You're good to go.
But some of the characters they've detailed in Apex are Overwatch-esque.
Yes.
Right? That level with backstory and different things. Think about the abilities they have to give to them. So they're pouring a lot of money into this game.
Yeah.
More so, and I feel like Fortnite is almost going to become a Madden type. Every season they're just going to put some crummy features in, but they're never going to really change anything. Also, spoiler alert, Fortnite steals from everybody.
Yeah, it really
Fortnite
does.
stole the original idea from PUBG in the first place.
Yeah.
That's where, I mean it's not stole, but I mean, they used the original idea. And then when Apex came out and had the ping system, hey, guess who showed up with a ping system?
Did they?
Fortnite has a ping system.
Really?
Yeah, you can ping stuff now. Yeah, hey, there's an enemy over there. Hey, there's
I didn't know
loot.
that. Mm-hmm. I don't play the game.
Also, you can now.
What do you mean?
You can resurrect your players.
I didn't know that either.
You can do it before either.
Yeah. That's dumb.
They have reboot vans.
They just don't care.
They don't care. They'll just take the idea and just be like, "Oh, that sounds great. Let's put it in our game." And they put it in the game. And they make because everybody's playing. Everybody's making the money. I mean, somebody just won $3 million. That was only partial of the prize, the total prize money for playing Fortnite. I mean, come on, these streamers make Ninja makes like $500,000 a month. $500,000 a month to play Fortnite.
Do you think he's really happy with the fact that he named himself Ninja?
He don't care. What does he care? Would you care, Rick? If you named yourself Dookie, what did it matter? Why would it even matter? I'd be like, yeah, I'm Dookie, guys, and I'd have poop emojis. Oh my gosh, did you realize I would buy into it hardcore? I would just double down.
Yeah.
It used to be something I forgot his real name is Tyler Blevins. So right there,
T
Blevs, man. I would have called my name T Blevs, honestly, if I was him.
Yeah.
But Ninja works too. He had an original name. I can't remember what. He actually just left
Twitch. And
Twitch, went to Mixer.
Mixer.
That's a big thing. Microsoft
Yeah.
paid him a lot of money. That's cool though.
We could also stream on Mixer if you want.
No, that's dumb. Tyler Blevins is on there. Ninja's. Oh, what's his friggin' name? Ninja's Hyper. That was his original name.
Really?
Ninja's Hyper. He's a kid, man.
It was funny. We played the other night with some guy. I won't say his name. Some guy that like his screen name was a first name and last name. And often when Jose and I play, it's usually just us that has our microphones on, and no one else does. And so Jose and I will be having a conversation, and the person that is also on the team is just like way off on the other side of the map and not communicating with us. And so I made a joke. I was like, I wonder if that's his real name. And I hear his mic turn on. He's like, yeah, it is.
It is. And they never talked to us the rest of the match. And he ran off and died. And I was like, what the heck? So, hey, look, you know what? Do you guys play Apex? I don't know. Maybe you do. Maybe you want to try to play. Play with us. Email us at itsgoingtogetstupid@gmail.com. Your gamer tag.
Yeah. Don't tweet us your gamer tag at IGTGS show.
Because we'll never look at it.
No, I'm just saying, don't put that out in public.
Oh, yeah. You could private message us on Facebook using the Messenger app. Or just
that sounded dirty.
Facebook.com/itsgoingtogetstupid.
You can slide into our DMs on Instagram at It's Gonna Get Stupid.
Post a comment on our YouTube channel. It's Going to Get Stupid podcast. Just search that and then subscribe. Click. Oh, wait, how do they do it? Smash that like button and click to subscribe. That is okay. I'm going to make a promise to y'all right now. You could be listening to this like a month later or whatever. I will never, ever beg for you to subscribe to something or hit a like button or smash that like button. I don't care. I mean, I do. I care. I definitely care. But I'm not going to be like, you need to. It sounds so stupid. Smash that like button.
Can we call these people our squad?
Nope. That's also never. You're never going to have any of that. There's not going to. I mean, the community can be cool or be chill, man. But we're never going to be like, man, here's our stupid squad.
And if you want to guarantee that, donate $5 to our Patreon.
We don't even have a Patreon. See, look at that. But you can just donate on the webpage, www.itsgoingtogetstupid.com.
You can probably find us on Twitch at some point, or leave us a voicemail at 281-698-7538. Or if it's on Sundays when we usually record, feel free to give us a call, and we'll talk to you on the live stream.
Yeah. Okay. So let's move on to a normal segment of ours called "It's Going to Watch," which I couldn't even think of.
It's called
title.
The Last Movies We Watched.
But I wanted to say something cool, Rick. Like, it's going
to get watched.
It's going to get watched.
Or it got watched.
It got watched. No. Okay. The last movie you watched. Well, Rick, what was the last movie you watched?
The last movie I watched was Iron Man 3.
Gosh, why did you bring this up? Why is this a thing, man?
So
no, this is
did
not.
you want me to bring it up in the later
go
one?
Ahead. Just say it.
Okay.
No,
so,
it's too late.
I watched Iron Man 3. We're currently taking our kids through the Marvel movies right now through phase 1, 2, and 3. We finished phase 1. We're into phase 2 now. Literally just started phase 2.
Did they watch Iron Man 3 with you?
They did.
Did they like Iron Man 3?
They did. They genuinely enjoyed it.
Okay.
And I have to say, I didn't like Iron Man 3 the first time I saw it.
You know why you didn't like it? Because it was trash.
But upon second viewing, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. And you know what I enjoyed the most about it, which I guess I didn't fully understand. I think looking back at it now, like it makes a lot more sense. Iron Man 3 was Iron Man without Iron Man. Like, Tony Stark had to figure out who he was in order to appreciate who he is in the Iron Man suit.
Yeah.
And I didn't fully grasp that concept the first time I watched it. Maybe I was just... Honestly, maybe the first time I saw it, it was because I didn't really enjoy the movie. Like, it just wasn't good. I just didn't lock into the story. The second time around, like, you have that whole scene where he breaks into the Mandarin's house, or where the Mandarin is hiding out.
Kind of reverse Home Alone's it.
Yeah, he does. Like, he makes his own weapons. I don't remember the Harley storyline being so long, but it's a good portion of the movie.
The what?
Harley, the kid.
Okay, I still don't know who that kid is.
You really don't know who the kid is?
No, I know who it is.
Okay.
It was very long. It was most of the movie.
It was a good chunk of the movie. Like,
which is why he shows up at the
Robert
end.
Downey Jr. spends a significant portion of the movie with him. But it was if you have Tony Stark having a redemption story in Iron Man 1, you have him going a little bit insane in Iron Man 2 and nearly dying, right? In Iron Man 3, like the suit gets taken away from him
Yes.
for a good portion of the movie, and he has to become the hero that he's assumed.
Are you trying to sell me on this movie?
No,
because
I'm
I've
just
seen this
saying.
movie.
I'm just saying, like
feel like you're
appreciated
trying
it.
to
I appreciated it way more.
But I liked that part
this
of the
time.
movie too. There were so many other things I didn't like about the movie that really made it not good for me.
Okay, that's fine.
Like the Mandarin not being the Mandarin.
Yeah, but we're
And-
gonna get
and
a real
okay, but see,
Mandarin.
just because we're gonna get the real Mandarin
Yeah.
now doesn't mean that when they made that movie, they're like, oh well, later on we're gonna get the real Mandarin.
I do agree with you because I mean they did release the short that identified that there is an actual real Mandarin. I think
But
there
it
was.
was in response.
It was 100%. This is totally them like trying to like retcon a
Yeah.
mistake that they made. Him not being the real Mandarin in the first time I watched it was a huge disappointment, and I think that's maybe what disconnected me from
Because
the
it was
movie.
shocker.
It
right?
was.
Yeah.
But knowing that he wasn't the real Mandarin the
Didn't
second
care.
time I saw it, didn't care, and it let me appreciate the rest of the movie.
Killian was also a terrible villain.
Yeah, but there's some cool fight scenes.
Okay, I guess.
Cool fight scenes.
The powers of the people,
The extremists.
wildly different powers.
Yeah.
Like didn't make any sense whatsoever. I don't know what was going on. Tony being not in the suit was, I get it,
I liked it.
but it was.
I liked
it. The ending stupid. Pepper Pot saving the day. Done.
So there is a really stupid part about it. So he goes to rescue her. She walks out of the fire and then does this weird like jumping leap off of him or off of the ground or something, and then punches the Iron Man suit to bring it down because it was going to attack her.
Mm-hmm.
In this really stupid like kick thing, like it was really weird. And then she so here's the thing: the extremists made them more aggressive,
Yes.
right? It didn't teach them martial arts. Like
it obviously did.
like it's not like she got jacked into the Matrix and she learned kung fu while she had the extremists, while she was being injected with extremists.
100%. Actually, that's what happened.
But that's what happened, right?
No.
Like
she learned kung fu.
like her powers got activated when she fell into the fire, and then all of a sudden she knows kung fu.
She even stood up and said, "I know kung fu," and then Tony was like, "Show me." Is that not what happened?
That's exactly what happened.
Okay.
Anyways, I enjoyed it. My kids loved it. It was really. I'm not gonna say it was really good. It was quite enjoyable.
It was entertaining.
Yes. What was the last movie you watched, Jose?
The last movie that I watched, man, it's gonna come out of left field, but it's Sleepy Hollow. Yeah, I know, right? Like Rick Service is like, why? What is going on? I've been on a kick of watching these old movies, some that I've seen before, some that I haven't seen.
Okay.
And so Sleepy Hollow was just the next thing on my list. I also watched Limitless, and it's okay. It's okay movie. But Sleepy Hollow is like 100% Tim Burton at his Tim Burtonness,
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
and Johnny Depp at his Johnny Deppness. Like
It's like I want you to take Edward Scissorhands and then like
make it the
just
Headless Horseman.
turn it up
But I forgot that Christopher Walken was in that movie
as the
and as the Hessian,
yeah.
as the Headless Horseman,
Yeah.
and I was like, I want more of that story.
Yeah.
Like I want to see Christopher Walken as with the filed down teeth and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah,
It was
that
so
was
cool.
really cool.
It was
Well, no one knew he was casted in the movie.
really.
Yeah, I don't think so. Like he wasn't in any of the building or anything. Like he
Oh
just
yeah,
showed
no.
up.
He was just showed him the scene
Yeah.
like, oh crap, it's freaking Christopher
Yeah.
freaking Walken. He's building in the title screen,
Okay.
like in the credits.
Yeah.
So, or maybe it's because it's the backstory, and then he gets reunited back. But it had so many cool actors in it,
Yeah.
and it was a very honestly, it's a really good story. Like it was, I love that movie. I remember liking it the first time I watched it, and I thought, oh, I'm not gonna like it this time
Yeah.
because Christina Ricci's in it.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Christina Ricci. I have not seen a Christina Ricci movie that I didn't think this is a great movie.
You haven't seen?
I have not seen a movie that I didn't think was a great movie.
Okay.
Name one? Name one Christina Ricci movie. Don't say Casper because it was amazing.
I never saw Black Snake Moan.
I actually have not seen Black Snake Moan.
Yeah.
That's been on my list, and I'm just very hesitant to watch it.
Yeah.
I just don't know. It just seems weird,
Yeah.
right? It seems weird. But no, I thought the the music score was really good. The acting was really good. Johnny Depp's acting was Johnny Depp's acting. He was like
So he was Johnny Depp with
he
white
was
face.
he was Edward Scissorhands talking.
Mm-hmm.
He was a little bit Barber, Demon Barber.
Yeah.
It was like in between and
Yeah.
little Jack Sparrow ish. I don't know. He's kooky and he's always got some weird gadgets. Like it's really
Yeah.
weird. Like I'm just like, it's only in Tim Burton movies.
Like
though.
if steampunk were real.
Yes.
Like
he'd be a steampunk person every time. He had like a thing and he was like, oh, and he's flipping it up and there's little dials and I'm like, this isn't science, dude. What are you doing?
But is that Johnny Depp or is that Tim Burton?
I think it's Johnny Depp with Tim Burton.
Okay.
I think it's them together.
You think when they meet,
Well, they form a
they
steampunk
like
person.
yeah.
That's what gets created. Even like Willy Wonka was almost steampunk,
That's very true.
right?
Yeah.
Like Edward Scissorhands steampunk.
Yeah.
Willy Wonka steampunk.
Yeah.
What else? I can't remember what else they've been in. There's so many.
Pirates of the
things- oh.
Caribbean's garbage.
Well, he didn't. Not.
I know. I just wanted to say that.
He wasn't in Big Fish.
No, he wasn't.
He also wasn't in Batman.
Or
He
was
should have been.
No, he wasn't.
He should have been in Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but it was a good movie. I mean, it was super scary. Like in very.
It was very creepy. from what
Yeah,
I remember. I haven't
very
seen it.
creepy.
I only saw it once.
In very like kids shouldn't be watching that
Yeah.
movie. But it actually kept me guessing for a bit.
Even the second time you watched it?
Yeah, like I hadn't seen it in a long time, and I knew, like I was at first I was like, is this Headless Horseman real? I can't remember, and I was like, oh, he is. When I saw him come out of the bleeding tree, I was like, okay, he's totally real. Okay, now but who's controlling him? I don't know. I'm not sure, and threw me for a loop.
Yeah.
I was engaged. Man.
I don't
It was-
remember.
Yeah, don't watch. You got to watch it again now.
Yeah.
But it's a good movie. I say it's a rewatch. There's some movies you can rewatch. I think Tim Burton, and we can talk about it. We'll talk about this in another episode about directors. He just goes for it, man.
He
He has a
does.
similar style all the time, but he just has. I love the way he puts his mind on the paper
Sure.
and his mind in his movies. Like it's total. You can tell it's a Tim Burton film.
Yeah.
The gadgets, Johnny Depp. Helena Bonham Carter was not in this movie, which was really odd. She's probably doing another movie.
Yeah.
Just some of the outlandish, costuming and stuff. It's just really cool the way he does things. So that's what I watched last, an old movie too. But it held up, unlike Iron Man 3, which is garbage.
No, I think it got better.
No, I just think you don't care anymore. I also watched.
Is this intervention?
so- Endgame was on Vudu,
yeah.
and I watched the first 5 minutes of the movie,
Yeah.
the middle 10 minutes of the movie, and the last 30 minutes of the movie.
Why did you jump around so much?
Because I just wanted to see three key scenes. I just
Okay.
wanted three scenes. I wanted to see Hawkeye losing his. I wanted to see the
So
intro
from like Hawkeye to Thanos
to
getting
Thanos dying.
decapitated.
Yeah. Skip everything else in the middle,
Yeah.
and then I watched Black Widow sacrificing
Okay.
herself,
Yeah.
and then I skipped to the last fight scene. And I stopped right when that's what you were hearing when everybody was
Yeah.
coming, when
Yeah.
everybody's showing up. I just at that point with the fight between the three of them versus Thanos.
Thanos, Captain America, and
and
Iron Man.
and
Yeah.
Thor. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I watched as well.
Why
Just
didn't you
those
watch
three
the entire
parts.
thing?
It's 3 hours long. That's why I didn't watch the whole thing, Rick. Okay, and I have 3 hours. And if I would have kept watching it, you were like, "Let's play video games," and I was like, "Okay, let me finish watching this little part right here." And I didn't even finish watching it. I kept watching it as
Yeah.
we were playing. But yeah, no, looking forward to more stuff.
Yeah.
So Tim Burton, thumbs up.
Quentin Tarantino, thumbs
Oh,
down.
okay, we'll talk about that later. Talk about that later. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the show. That's all we got today. Man, if you have somebody that's playing video games, don't give them a hard time. Let them play.
Yeah.
Let them play the games. They may win $3 million,
They probably won't.
and half of the money will be taken away by the government.
Yeah, but they probably won't win that
But they
much
probably
money.
no, they won't.
No.
But don't think that you're gonna like just sit in front of. Okay, let me get real with y'all. Okay, just because somebody won $3 million playing video games, or somebody makes $500,000 a month playing video games, you are not gonna make that kind of money.
I mean, it's the same reality as like someone trying to become a professional sports. Like
or an actress, or an
professional
actor,
athlete or
right?
actor.
Like right out the
Yeah.
gate, you're not going to make that money. What they do takes a lot of time
Yep.
and talent. It does, because I'm not that good, and I would hope to make $5. That's it. But
I
anyway,
once played in a video game contest when I was younger,
did you really?
and I think I got to the second round.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Did you travel to California to do it? Did you?
Yes, and I met this really weird dude, and he had this thing called the Power Glove, and he had this really elaborate case where he unzipped it, and he had all his Nintendo games laid out.
In the first game that you played was like a game you'd never seen before, and it was Super Mario 3.
Before, yeah.
Dude, do you know how crazy I went when I saw that trailer? I was like, oh my gosh, they're going to show Super Mario 3. I freaked out, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, my brain went out of my skull. I was
And
so
our
excited.
little kid brains didn't realize like this is just a big giant commercial for
It was
Super
totally
Mario
a
Brothers
commercial.
3.
I went back and watched that movie quite some time
Yeah.
ago, and I was sorely disappointed. It was not that great of a movie.
I owned a Power Glove,
Oh gosh.
and it was not as cool as that kid made it.
Nah,
out to
man,
be.
you had to jump with your thumb.
Yeah.
You had to jump by doing this or something
Yeah.
stupid. It
Yeah,
was
you had to
dumb,
go
the dumbest thing.
bloop,
Yeah.
bloop.
It was annoying. I was like,
Yeah.
it's not cool. But he was doing all this crazy stuff.
Yeah.
No, that movie is pure lies.
It is.
Pure lies. Not to be confused with True Lies, which is a great movie.
It is.
Well, Pure Lies. Wizard. Garbage movie. But you know what? Here's a bonus. If you want to see a good Fred Savage movie, you need to watch Little Monsters. Howie Mandel and Fred Savage.
That's
great
a good
movie.
one.
Very good movie. A little tearjerker. Anyway,
On
that's
that
all.
note,
That's all we got. If you want to email us, it's going to get stupid at gmail.com.
tweet us at IGTGS show.
Face the Facebook at facebook.com/it's going to get stupid.
Insta the Instagram at it's gonna get stupid.
You can the tube at youtube.com. Just type in the search. It's going to get stupid podcast.
Yeah. Leave us a voicemail 201-698-7538.
And you can Twitch at Twitch. It's going to get stupid. That's all, folks. Biddy biddy biddy. Porky Pig.